Hi, it's Kim from Apostrophe S, and today in this video I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to take care of the metal products we've got for you. And I am going to demonstrate on our Christmas tree countdown. That's the piece that I'm using to show you a little bit. Now this is hot rolled steel, and because of that, the process in making it makes the imperfections rise to the surface during the manufacturing process. So you're going to notice a few imperfections. I kind of like that look, a few scratches and some of the shale here and there. I think that it gives it a really unique look and adds to the character. But we wanted to show you that working with metal is not intimidating, and if you know just a little bit about it, you can manipulate it and really create a look that you love. Now, I told you that there's some imperfections. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, zoom out, zoom in. Right here, you can see some of these dark spots. It almost looks like paint splatters. This is called mill shell. And let's zoom back out. I like it. I love this look. I think it looks rustic and kind of cool. But if you hate it, then there's a way to get rid of it. You need to soak this in vinegar for about 6 hours or so, and all you have to do is wipe it, and that will come right off. It's so hard, like you can't really flake it off, but if you soak it in vinegar, it will wipe right off for you. It's so easy, and you have vinegar lying around, so it's an easy way to take care of this. And now also, this kind of metal is very prone to oxidation. So that means just depending on your climate and the environment where you're at, you may see some rust pop up, even in storing, like putting this away for the Christmas season, bringing it back out, you might find some rust. So in order to take care of that, let's see if I've got rust spots on this. We've got a little bit, I guess. You would soak this in the vinegar again, and to get rid of the rust, you dry it right away. So wipe it. You could rinse it with water if you want to, but the secret is to dry it right away so that it doesn't have time to oxidize. But if you love oxidation and you like rust, you can manipulate the metal to create a really rustic, rusty farmhouse kind of look. So this one I watched happen in like 5 minutes. We soaked this in vinegar, and instead of wiping it with a rag, we just let it air dry. It was upside down like this. We pulled it out of the vinegar and just sat it on a plastic table. So it was air drying, and it was kind of sitting in a puddle a little bit. And that is what happened in just a matter of minutes. It's kind of cool. It's not a taste that everybody would love, but if you like the farmhouse look, I think this would be kind of cool and kind of a different texture that you're not going to find everywhere. So that's how to manipulate the oxidation. Now, as far as textures go, if you have a few products at home, you can really change the texture of this. Sandpaper. This is really coarse sandpaper. Really, really coarse. And all we're doing is, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this either, but I imagine if you put some elbow grease into it, you'd get deeper scratches. You can scratch all in one direction and you'll end up with this kind of pattern. Or you can go in circles. I'm trying to really get in there. And you'll wind up with this. I like that. Also, we have steel wool. The kind I'm using is super fine. There we go. So it's really soft. Well, as soft as steel wool can be, I guess. This, excuse me, you can use to buff your piece and bring out a little bit of shine to it, 'cause sometimes they look a little bit flat. Or if you apply it on scratches you've already made, it can kind of soften them. So the scratches are still there, but they're a little bit softer. All right. So just with the steel wool, we've taken away some of the harshness of those scratches and kind of brightens it up a bit. Okay. And the last tip I want to show you is furniture polish. So the furniture polish has, I'm just going to spray some up here first, has some oils in it that kind of brighten up the piece and it will also protect this from that oxidation. And it will slow that down a little bit. So there's the furniture polish, and I'll show you it on how it looks on the scratches too. Right there. And just kind of work it in. It polishes it up and it softens some of those scratch lines. So using these tips and tricks, you can kind of create your own look with these metal pieces that you have. From Apostrophe S. Make it yours.